Ani, Sego, Jas, Degani, Chogawe, Yongyats, Mishkiki Mosoin, Dijnakas, Nikodem, Ishkani Zibi, Ne, Yawao Negagai, Nonjiba. My name is Joss, Two Crows, Medicine Walker, Beaver Clan. I'm Ashkimatsig Niti. My homelands are Dishkani Zibi is also known as the Thames River, and I grew up on the footwaters. And my current home is the footwaters of Niawao Negagai, the little thundering waters, also known as the so-called Humber River. We're going to do a little demo video to share a practice for basically creating a loop on a feather so that you can either hang it in your hair, hang it from a dream catcher, hang it from some kind of construct that you're using in another craft project. In this case, we're extending to folks two feathers, a wild turkey wing feather and a wild turkey tail feather. These feathers come from a wild turkey that was found back home in my homelands, Potawatomi territories, and we smudged our hands, we smudged the feathers, we bathed them in cedar water, so we've followed some good medicine, and we sang a song that Jennifer could explain better. It's a Nehiakri song about waking up and how the birds are singing to us. So that seemed fitting. It came to both of us. Seemed fitting, a song for the feathers and the bird. So the idea is that of the two feathers, one feather you'll prepare for yourself, and the second feather you'll be preparing that will return to the garden and will help to contribute to the placekeeping we're doing there. So the idea is that we want to be able to hang those feathers. We're going to hang them around the garden. I already prepared this one, I already cut it, and it's a pretty simple technique, so I think I'll show it on another feather. Using a relatively sharp knife, but not too sharp, whatever you feel safe with. What we're looking to do, and you can see this one, is take it down to at least half its thickness. What I learned from this one is that once it's folded is that it's actually maybe a little bit too thick for certain preparations. For what I want to do, it's fine. But for folks who might want that to be a little bit tidier, you just literally cut it down more. Just make sure you take your time, because once you cut it, it's gone. It's a little bit better. So again, folding it back. See that? And then it's got a loop, which you could then stick things into. In this case, in order to keep that loop closed, you can use a needle. Got some real fake sinew. You could use fishing line, you could use thread, whatever makes sense for you, and obviously for your aesthetics, or whatever is just available to you. I'm going from the inside so that the knot will be not visible. Going through, smaller needle I recommend just because it's easier. Close that loop, and then you just wind it. Now people will have different ideas for how they might want to close that off. For now, I'm just going to demonstrate like that. And then this is the really creative part. So that's just the technical piece. Again, you can see that loop. The creative part is what you attach it to. So this isn't necessarily what I'm going to do, but I just wanted to model it. I'm not going to tie it off in a real way. Beautiful thing about these big beads is that you can hide your excess inside them, kind of like I did here on this side. I hid that extra thread, that extra bit of leather inside. I'll just show that again. Just tuck it in, and as long as you tie those knots tight, that becomes invisible. And the idea again is to create something. This is just straight up. I had some practice wampum beads because I'm working on some wampum looms. You can use any kind of beads you want. You can use just leather if you want. Maybe you want to braid leather. You could braid sweetgrass that you dry and attach to it. You can also, of course, use ribbons, and you could wrap on the feather itself. You could do a strand of small beads and wrap it around. You could do whatever you want. Just putting some ideas out there. Look at things that are online, different preparations that people have. Or maybe you want to do just something really simple, just on a piece of leather, or on a nice piece of fabric, what have you. But the idea is ultimately that you're going to have a feather hanging. Bringing it down. A feather hanging. So again, just to reiterate, one feather will be for you and for your purposes, however you might hang it. Of course, there's a siren going off right now. This is really exciting. And a feather that's going to be returned to the Sweetgrass Roots Collective so that we can add it to the garden and help with the placekeeping there. And that helps to give voice to our sisters, helps to give voice to Johekwa, our sustenance, Oneste, or Mandamin, Osahera, Ons, Lagoa, corn bean squash, and the strawberries, Odemin, and the Asema, all those sisters that we got in there helps to give voice to them and contribute medicine to the space. So, Chimigwech. Yeah, well.